So folks, the first episode of Dragon Ball Daima caught a lot of people off guard because no one expected it to surprise so many. I mean, seeing the main characters like Goku and Vegeta turn into babies, and not just them. Everyone who fought Majin Buu turned into kids, and those who were already kids turned into babies. After seeing that, a lot of people were expecting some kind of inferior Dragon Ball GT. But as everyone can see, it was a heck of an intro episode, and I'd say it was better than Dragon Ball Super Start. And I believe, folks, it's not gonna stop at just the first episode. It's clear this new anime is here to explain a ton of stuff Dragon Ball never did, and you can see that from the beginning to the end of the first episode. So, I think Dragon Ball Daima is here to fill in a bunch of gaps, like with King Dabura. A big part of the fandom believed Dabura was a demon, and that his title, King of Demons, was just a nickname. But this episode confirmed that he really was the king of the demon realm. And not only that, we got a mention of Dabura's father in the first episode, where we can see that King Dabura didn't become king by chance. He was an heir after his father passed away. It didn't just introduce the Demon King, but also showed us a bunch of other demons, and the demon realm itself, where we met Shin's brother, the Supreme Kai of the 7th universe. A lot of people must be wondering what Shin's brother is doing in the demon realm. Simple, as I told you, I believe Dragon Ball Daima is here to explain everything Dragon Ball never did, like in the databooks where we learn the origin of the Kais. They're born from a tree called the Kaiju, which produces regular fruits, a golden fruit, and can even produce rotten fruits. To break it down, the golden fruits give birth to Kais like Shin, Zaso, and Gaoas, and so on. The regular fruits give us the Kais we know, and the rotten fruits? They produce the Makai Kais. So, we can say that with this info, which might get confirmed in upcoming episodes, this new character, Tiju, was born from a rotten fruit, and not just him, but Shin's sister and the daughter we saw in this episode too. And that's not all. In this episode, we also saw the new Demon Realm Dragon Balls, which only have 3 and are guarded by guardians who, let me tell you, are insanely powerful. We also met a new Kai, Zane, who was responsible for creating the Demon Realm Dragon Balls. And not only that, folks, but when he came to Universe 7, to Earth, he managed to summon all the Dragon Balls with the palm of his hand, and even bring them back to life since they had turned to stone. We gotta remember that at the end of Dragon Ball Z, it was explained in the anime that they made their last wish, and the Dragon Balls turned to stone. But this new Kai, Zane, was able to bring them back to life because the new King Goma made a deal with him. If he could grant the 2 wishes Goma wanted, the first was to turn everyone into kids, and we saw he pulled it off. The second wish is to get the demonic third eye, the tertiary eye, where legend says whoever possesses it will become insanely powerful, and which has been lost for thousands of years. The third wish is to make this Namakusei young again, so that's why he agreed to go to Earth. Remember folks, that Dragon Ball Daima takes place after the Majin Buu saga, but they tied it all together in the first episode, mentioning the 12 universes, Universe 7, and everything. So, what's left for the next episodes is how Goku will turn back to normal, what his new transformation will be, and how they'll defeat these new enemies. I believe this new series will be based on these 3 principles, plus explanations we've never had, since Dragon Ball is a pure fighting anime, and there are already tons of theories online about how Goku could get a new transformation that might come from his potential as a kid. We gotta remember that unlike Vegeta, who went on tons of missions under Frieza's command, Goku was raised as a normal human here on Earth. And now, with all that potential, which is obvious they'll tap into, they can transform into Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 even as kids. They might reach something they never could before because they didn't know the full potential they could achieve. And now, as kids, that potential, which goes beyond Osaru, might show up. But I want you all to comment. What did you think of this new episode? And are you hyped for the next one? So, it's that. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like to give that awesome boost. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. So folks, thank you so much for watching. We're in this together until the next video. See ya!